What's up, everybody? I'm Gymkhana Josh, and today I'm going to talk to you about an anti-fog insert in my Shoei X-14 Transitions visor.
Send me to my grave.
Let me tell you about this little lady in my life.
Send me to my grave.
Relationship. Since neither of us ever really agreed on
Yes,
it.
yes, yes.
But I love her though. And I think she
I
loves
gotta
me.
speak me.
But you know how relationships go. Now check it out.
I've had it for about a year now, and immediately upon buying it, I got the Transitions photochromic visor, whatever it's called. So it transitions in sunlight. Basically, sitting inside, it looks like this clear, new, nice, plain visor. But once you go out into the sunlight, it transitions into like a shaded plastic. And I also got the anti-fog insert for the visor. Now, immediately upon buying, I put the anti-fog insert on the factory clear visor. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, I put it on the clear visor, and then I put the clear visor inside this plastic and tucked it away. So I never even used it. Now, I've realized that I want the anti-fog insert on my Transitions visor. But I noticed there's some differences between the two. You see here, this is the factory visor for the helmet. Still got the stickers and whatnot on there. I actually bought it in Japan. 57,000 yen. I haven't found them that cheap here in the States since then, actually. In any case, I noticed some differences between the factory visor and my Transitions one. If you notice here on the visor, it's got this rotating cam. This is actually used to adjust the tightness, I guess, of the anti-fog insert. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but when I tried to install the anti-fog insert on my Transition shield, it's way too loose. Like, these little tabs don't even line up at all. Something isn't right here. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this anti-fog insert again, take off my Transitions visor and clean it up a little bit because it's pretty dirty right now, and try and reinstall this insert with these cams maybe. I have some really small screwdrivers. It's got a really small screw required in order to get that out of there, I think. Honestly, this is the first time I've ever done this, and the videos that I looked at on YouTube don't seem to have my exact setup, you know, in any of the things I've watched. So I'm just going to kind of play it by ear and see if I can get this thing installed. I really want the anti-fog insert on my Transition lens, so if you stay tuned, hopefully it'll help you out if you're trying to do the exact same thing. Check it out. First thing I had to do is take the Transition shield off my helmet. Now I'm going to show you taking the factory shield off my helmet. I just put it back on here to show you this. But basically, to get the shield off of a Shoei X-14, all you do is you lift the visor all the way up until it can't lift up anymore. And there's a little tab right here that you pull with your finger, and that'll actually allow the visor to pop loose. As you can see, these little tabs here fit inside that groove. That's what holds it in. But you just pull this, it'll release the tabs, and then the visor comes right off. So what I did after that was I actually brought the visor into the kitchen, put it in the sink, and very lightly washed off the Transitions visor, the one that I'm going to be installing the anti-fog insert into. What I used was just typical Dawn dish soap. It's supposed to cut grease. That's kind of what I'm trying to get rid of on my visor. And then I actually dried it off afterwards with a microfiber cloth. If you can see, these are kind of a special surface to dry off different items, plastics, glass, stuff like that. And it's not supposed to leave those like fuzzy like strands, you know, like the fiber left behind. It's supposed to be completely clean. So now I have my transitions visor, trying not to touch the actual surface that the anti-fog insert is going to go onto. And now I'm going to take the anti-fog insert out of my factory visor. So here is the factory visor again with the anti-fog insert installed. Basically what I'm trying to do is get this out. I think in order to do that I'm going to have to... I saw somebody actually put the visor under their arm so they could stretch it out. And I hope that helps. Actually, yeah, that does help. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to grab some latex gloves. In case I touch that inner surface, I don't want to leave a fingerprint right on the inside of the anti-fog. There we go. That wasn't so bad. So there's the anti-fog insert removed from the visor. So here's my transitions lens, and here's the anti-fog insert. But even if I get this kind of lined up properly, how it's supposed to be, you'll notice there's a lot of space there. Like there's a lot of room it's gotta compensate, and that's not even completely flush, you know, on the visor. That's actually sticking up quite a bit. So this is not going to fit as it sits right now. Actually, I don't see how changing those cams are gonna make it any better. This just straight up doesn't fit the same way. That's not gonna work. Yeah, what's the deal? Well, I feel smart. Yeah, that anti-fog insert, it's not made for the transitions visor. So what I did was I ordered the one that you're supposed to have for that visor. Right here. Right here. This is the one you need. This is the one you need for the transitions visor. All Shoei anti-fog inserts are not made the same. Even for the same helmet, apparently. So, it didn't take very long to get here. It was only like $30-something. But I got the one that I need for the transitions visor. And now I can proceed with installing this and being a happy camper. Let's go ahead and just open up this bad boy and see what we're working with. Trash. Pinlock EVO for Shoei full face flip-up helmets. And right here you can see CWR-1, that's the transitions visor that I got on my X-14 right now. Superior fog resistant performance, clear view under extreme highly demanding circumstances, highest grade of moisture absorbing material, double shield system, interchangeable, durable, and easy to install and easy to clean. Yeah. Or, AKA, it keeps the fog out of your visor. Alright. Here's the nice cool visor with a blue tinted like overlay. Install Pinlock lens with silicone beading contacting. Yep. Basically what that little warning is saying is that this little raised, on this side, the raised silicone side should be against the inside of the visor. So it forms that kind of like a barrier seal or a gap seal in the helmet. Oh, look at that. That's pretty tight. Got a little logo on there and everything. Alright, so I'm gonna set that to the side. Instructions, wow. Jeez. Oh, different languages. was about to say, that's a little bit complicated for a piece of, you know, silicone. Blah, 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 blah. Visor, Shoei, yep. Pinlock, yep. Fog appears, blah, blah, blah. Cleaning. Remove the lens from the shield. Clean with a solution of mild, blah, blah, blah. Okay. This is all pretty self-explanatory. On my Shoei X-14, the factory clear visor, I have the anti-fog insert installed on that as well, as we've already gone over in this video. However, I noticed on that visor, it's got those like knobs on the outside. They like click, 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 click. I feel like that's supposed to like tighten or loosen the cams, like adjust the cams on the fly, the pins rather, to adjust those on the fly, so that you can actually kind of like tighten or loosen the inserts that are in there. But when I turn those knobs, nothing changes. I've sat there 1,000 times and looked at my visor up close as I turn the knobs, and they don't change anything. Either way, one way clicks, the other way doesn't click. But no matter which way I turn it, it doesn't seem to do anything. I don't know if that's a problem with the knobs, the adjustment, the tightness, the visor. I don't really know what's going on with that. But that system, the knobs that are on my factory visor for the X-14, has the knobs. The knobs are on the factory visor. The transitions lens doesn't have those. The only thing that it has are just these little, nubs that you push out, rotate, and push back in. So I don't know if having that other like knob system is for adjustment purposes, if I really need that, or if I should like swap it over to this visor or what. I'm not gonna mess with it actually. Yeah, I'm not gonna even bother with it, to be honest. Other videos that I've seen people putting the anti-fog insert in, they just pop the little like nipple out and then push it back in the way they want it, and it's good from there. So I'm not messing with the whole twisty, knobby, clicky system. So now I've actually been out riding since cleaning this visor and getting everything ready. So I'm just gonna wipe it down real quick with a microfiber cloth. Alright, so make sure that it's clean. And what I did was I started pulling the plastic off of the visor. There isn't one on the silicone side, which is kind of weird. That's really weird actually. But alright, here we go. So basically you just stick it underneath the can so that it's tight. Yeah, this one definitely makes a lot more sense. I can immediately tell that this is the proper visor for this insert. There we go. So it's underneath both of them. I'm gonna try and get it more straight. There we go. There we go. That's looking pretty legit right there. And then hey, that looks like it's got an anti-fog insert. So all this time I had the anti-fog insert on my factory visor. I thought I could transition over to the transitions lens. And I tried it one time, it didn't work out right. I thought I was doing something wrong, and then I put it away for a year. Turns out, well, I am stupid because I didn't realize there was a different visor for this visor, a different insert for this visor. But now I figured it out. Now I got everything straight, and the only thing left is to just have a cold day and some hot breath and give it a test. But hopefully here in New York City, we don't have any more cold days for riding. We're getting towards beginning of May, and I would really love for no more cold days, honestly. Final thought, again, if you have a anti-fog insert that works on your factory Shoei X-14 visor, it's not going to work for the Transitions visor. It won't necessarily. I haven't tested with all these different versions, CW1, CNS1, CWR1, CNS3. Well, I know it will not work with the CWR1. That is the visor that I have. The CWR1, that is the Transitions visor that I have, and the anti-fog that I had was for the factory visor. I forgot which one that is actually, but they're not all made the same. So keep that in mind. Even if you got an X-14, not every visor is the same, not every insert's the same. So I hope my video helped you out at least a little bit if you're trying to get an anti-fog insert for your visor. If you're in a climate that gets down to like the 40s, maybe even like low 50s, it'll probably help you out, because if you sit at a stoplight for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and you're breathing heavy into your helmet, or you're breathing at all, it's gonna fog up that visor a little bit, most likely. Sometimes it's not really that annoying. Honestly, I've gone seasons without it, but having an anti-fog insert definitely is a comfort item that you don't really think about too much until you have it, or until you don't have it rather. So I hope I helped you out. I hope you enjoyed the video, or at least got something out of it. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up, post a comment on my page. Let me know what you think of the videos, what you want to see. I really appreciate any and all feedback that I get. All you riders out there, Wednesday nights, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Beyond the Apex. It's a YouTube show that I'm doing live. I have on my co-host Butter. He's a celebrity here in Brooklyn, and I always have guests on to talk about everything motorcycle and then some. So anything and everything is fair game. Nothing is too crazy or off the wall, at least for now, until I get the band stick from YouTube or something. I don't know. But tune in, check it out. I'm sure you'll get something out of that as well. As I usually say, leave this world better than you found it. Take it easy. I just want to take a second to talk about Patreon. I post similar content between YouTube and my Patreon channels, but on Patreon, I give you a little bit extra. With Patreon, you can actually get behind the scenes footage, digital downloads, and a bunch of other stuff that's exclusive to Patreon subscribers. Now, Patreon also gives you the opportunity to contribute directly to my channel. Just like any public broadcasting network, whether that be radio or TV or anything like that, it takes money to actually make a channel worthwhile. Up until this point, I've been funding everything myself, and I've been doing okay. But if you subscribe on Patreon for as little as $1, you can actually have a direct influence on the extent to which I can grow my channel. So please head over to my Patreon page, check it out, and if you feel like contributing, I would greatly appreciate it.